it, right?
Yes.
Do you see the BNFP program as somewhat activist in nature, in that we're giving and finding ways to create agency for people who in the medical field or in a medical experience might not have that agency without that support?
Well, you know, the hard thing about doing anything when you're, you know, is I'm married to a nurse. So if you're working at in like when even when you work in social services like this, if what you're saying is, does it help to engender other people? And yes, you know, because all of a sudden people got the word that, hey, if I go to South Mountain, I graduated from high school, I go to South Mountain and I start taking certain classes, I can apply for the nursing program. Now, what is kind of limiting is that we're hoping that the RNs would eventually become nurse practitioners or go to medical school, or you know what I'm saying. That was sort of, but we can't get there. That's too much to do. You know, that wasn't like our role. But I think ASU was beginning to pull a lot of our students into their bachelor program, their BSN, which would lead to then to an LPN. I know that one of the original group became after graduating within 2 years became a LPN.
Oh, wow.
And I know one of them went to San Francisco to medical school. So that's the other thing about this. And what was interesting is that my wife had spinal surgery, and two of the nurses were part of at St. Joseph's were part of the bilingual nursing program.
Oh.
Two of our nurses.
Oh, that's
So
wonderful.
so what happens is they're out there, and so you have to realize this is South Mountain. I mean, you're going to run into people that went to South. My two neighbors, he's a banker and a businessman, and his wife is a computer person, and they came to South, you know, and then went on to ASU, you know. So they're out there. I mean, South's producing a lot of good people, and what we always used to kind of learn about South is that there's very few places where you're going to get a exposure to such a multicultural, you know, mix of, you know, instructors, students, you know, different experiences. If you pay attention to it, what you're learning here is priceless, you know. And I know that was interesting because one of the vice chancellors sent two of his sons here for that reason.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he sent for the first year. Yeah, he wanted them to. He wanted his kids. I forgot his name. He said I wanted my children to learn to get the multicultural experience. They need it, you know, be in the classroom with them, to be with the faculty that are multicultural. So it was interesting. It's interesting what's on Mountain. Any other questions?